Coming up this week on CVTV.
We take a look into a football coach turned security guard.
Next, we preview our showcase we put on for our 8th graders.
In their free time, CVTV students start kicking it with their new band.
Those stories and more right here on CVTV.
What's up, Sabercats? Thank you for tuning in to this week's show.
We've got an awesome lineup today, starting with a story about someone you've probably seen around campus, but might not know the whole story about.
CVTV has a team of security dedicated to keeping every student safe.
But one of those guards goes above and beyond.
Peyton, Noah, and Ryland went out to find what makes Coach Vasquez so special.
CVTV football and track have a variety of coaches, but one in particular really stands out. Jay Vasquez has created an impact on our school and students.
With him being a security guard, track coach, and a football coach, he's a friend to many in the building and on the field.
I just think he's a really good, strong role model. I'm very comfortable around him. He's a really good guy, and he's really kind. So, every time I show up to practice, he's always there to ask you how your day is, always keep you in a good mood.
Being that inspirational leader gives him the chance to build a meaningful connection.
Try everything. Never be afraid to try everything. For various reasons. Try it because you don't know if you'll like it or not. Try it because you don't know if you'll be good at it or not. Try it because maybe 20 years from now you're like, man, I wish I could have, and you don't want to live a life of coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's better to be like, hey, I tried it and failed, than to be like, I didn't get to try it at all. So try everything. Try things that you may not think you're good at, and you end up being good at it. But try everything you can, and whenever you do find what you enjoy,
Vasquez will always have that lasting impact on our school, whether you've had him as a coach or just a friend you talk to in the halls.
It was a better connection, him being my coach, just because we were already brothers, and it came easier to me that my influence was him, and he was able to coach me, so it helped me along my way and helped me, get better with the other coaches too, because it helped me build that relationship not only as brother but as player and coach.
I came into football. I wasn't very good. I started freshman year. I didn't play at all freshman year, and then sophomore year with Vaz as my coach, I really improved.
He's helped me through a lot, and he's really good to go to if you have just anything to talk to, not even football related. He's just a really helpful guy, and he's really easy to talk to. So,
this is Peyton King,
Noah Mamarek,
Ryland Richardson,
signing off for CVTV.
Coach Vaz really brings something unique to our school. Thank you for everything you do to support CV.
Recently, a brand new band has popped up here at CV, and they're already gaining attention.
Quinn sat down with band members Jaden, Atticus, Jacob, Noah, Aiden, and Zach to learn what they're working on and what their plans are next.
3, 2, 1.
Do you like to support small artists? Well, a few students at CV need your support.
So our name is To Live to Die. We made this band because, we wanted to make it a hobby, and, we support all of our people, and, it's a very amazing experience, and later we're going to be doing soca rock or instrumental pop. Right now we're doing just band covers, and yeah.
Recently, a few students have decided to create a band together. This band helps these students come together to share their love of music and deepen their bonds with each other.
Because one day I got really bored, and then they just decided, hey, yeah, we're going to make a band. So I decided, hey, I might as well join. It gives me something to do. It's also something fun to do. It's something that I can, after football, I could just decide to do after football. I could waste my time. I could just do this, hang out with my friends, and just learn to play the bass.
It's mostly a hobby. I don't really have an overall goal, but I think for a temporary goal, I'd put make our own song.
These teens have a deep love of music and eventually want to create an album together, so please give them all of your support. This is Quinn Costin for CVTV, signing out.
One of the biggest events for incoming freshmen is the Castleview Showcase, where future SaberCats get a closer look at what CV has to offer.
Tegan, Evie, and I went to this year's showcase to get a deeper look into what this event is all about.
Do you remember feeling overwhelmed on your first day of high school? Many Castleview freshmen used to feel the same way.
These are some more of our art displays.
Now, with the help of Dr. Templeton, freshmen have the opportunity to learn a little about CV before their first day.
And the intention is to give students and families information about what makes Castleview special and different and wonderful.
Showcase night allows students to see the clubs and extracurricular classes that CV offers straight from a Castleview student's perspective. Some of the organizations that were at CV Showcase are choir, palms, theater, soccer, and link crew.
It's just really good because you are able to learn about basically school pride.
If you or anyone you know are interested in going to CV, Showcase Night is the perfect opportunity to find out if CV is the place for you. This is Tegan Ricks from CVTV, signing out.
Hopefully next year we'll see you at Showcase Night.
A few weeks ago, it was reported that a plane crashed right here in Castle Rock.
Tom, Sully, and Cooper went out to cover their story and talk with officials about what happened.
Hello, I'm Tom DeGennaro reporting for CVTV. We're following a breaking news story of a plane crash that occurred here on Prairie Hawk, right off of Wolfensberger Road. The road was shut down for a couple of hours after a plane made a crash landing just last Monday night. It's been reported that the pilot lost power mid-flight, and as you can see on the side of the road behind me is a power station, and on this side of the road, a neighborhood. So quick thinking from the pilot as he was able to land on the street, preventing what could have been a disaster. Striking only one vehicle in the process, somehow there were no injuries involved in the situation. The Castle Rock Fire Chief tells us that the plane had 3 passengers, took off from Centennial Airport, and as the plane lost power, the pilot saw Prairie Hawk with very little traffic and was forced to make an emergency landing. As he landed the plane, the fire chief tells us that the plane actually struck the back of a car, and while causing damage to the car, there were no injuries inside of there either, with the car actually being able to drive away.
I mean, most of the time when we look at plane crashes, and we've certainly seen that across the country, here recently, and unfortunately the incident that occurred in Louisville. But certainly, it was, again, a very fortunate incident tonight. Absolutely the best case scenario.
We did not get any details about the passengers in the plane or in the car, but no one was forced to go to the hospital. So a sigh of relief here on what could have been a disaster. Again, I'm Tom DeGennaro, reporting for CVTV.
The NFL season is almost over, and it is as competitive as ever.
Riley and Andy go around and ask CV students who their favorite football team is and how they feel about their current standing.
The 2025 NFL football season is coming to an end. Here at CV, we have a variety of different fans of different teams. Let's see how some students felt about this season and how it's going to end for them.
My favorite NFL team is the Chiefs. I know I've liked them just because they were my dad's team when I was a kid, so I like my dad, so I like their team. Just simple. They did not do good compared to past seasons. They are, I think, 5-5 or 5-6. They're not good right now. I really hope they at least make it to the playoffs, but I doubt that's going to happen based on how they're going, so.
My favorite football team is the Denver Broncos. I've been a fan of them for a long while, and why? Probably because just my dad used to watch them. So I was watching with my dad, and I just his love for the Broncos passed down onto me as well. Yeah, I think they're so far great. I mean, we're 9-2 right now, which is pretty great record, and we just beat the Chiefs, which is pretty huge. I mean, Super Bowl champs from last year. It's huge. So I think we're probably going to end off being somewhere, I'd say like 12-5 or 13-4 would be our final record. Honestly, I think we're doing really good. I think the offense needs a little bit of work, but I feel like we're doing really solid for where we are.
My favorite football team is probably the Packers, the Green Bay Packers. Honestly,
My dad really loved them, and so it's kind of stuck in my family for the past like 25, 30 years. So yeah, that's probably why they're my favorite team, and they're pretty cool. So I'm not a bandwagon, but honestly, they're 6-3-1. So they tied once, lost 3 times. Honestly, I really love the Packers. So they're a pretty good team. I think they're doing pretty well. They have a good shot, I think. I think that they're going to end 12-4-1. So, yeah, they're just the best.
The NFL currently has a list of playoff rosters if the season were to end today, but things could always change. So who do you think is going to win this season's Super Bowl? This is Andrew Bay from CVTV, signing out.
That was the last story we have for you today. If you want to see more, check out our Instagram at CVStudentMedia or visit cvstudentmedia.com. I'm Landon.
And I'm Tegan. See you next time, Sabercats.